This crane is a new addition to our family of cranes at Summit Crane Hire. It's a 400-ton mobile crane. We've grown in capacity from a 25-ton crane right through the range of cranes to the 400-ton crane. We're celebrating this addition to our crane because it's a very large crane and has a very large capability within the Cape Town region. It has a very impressive reach. It can reach far, up to 130 meters, and it can pick up to 5 tons at that reach, which is very impressive compared to the smaller cranes that we have on our fleet. It has 144 tons of counterweights that has to get placed on the back of the crane. It comes with 70 meters of luffing jib, and it has a 60-meter main boom. Within the growing marine industry and the renewable energy industry, there's definitely a requirement for heavier lifts to take place. And we've obviously identified that within our company, that we are now able to provide a service to our customers from a smaller crane to a very larger crane. And the beauty about having the bigger crane, it can work as a smaller crane as and when need be as well. So it's commercially viable to have the bigger crane on your fleet. The positive impact of having this large crane on our fleet within the Cape Town region is that other cranes of this magnitude need at this stage to be mobilized from Johannesburg or wherever else they are situated. That comes with large cost implications, because to mobilize a crane of this magnitude takes up to 13 trucks. And you know, if you're moving it from Durban or Johannesburg, wherever it's situated, down to Cape Town, it comes at a higher cost than it would be if you just do it and mobilize it locally. To set the crane up itself takes 1 full day to build it in the configuration that you see on the video, and it takes another full day to obviously break it down once you finish doing the job. The benefit that the client has is that he can have a longer reach and he can do a lot more by having a bigger crane on site. So although it might cost him more in the beginning, it might save him a lot of time depending on what he wishes to do on his specific site. You know, for example, on the wind turbine renewable energy sites, you can use one crane to do 3 or 4 of them within the same area without having to move the crane. Whereas if you use a smaller capacity crane, you might need to move it more times than once or twice or 3 times. Then obviously we have a lot of oil rigs that come into the Cape Town, Coega and the Saldanha region, and it's an ideal crane to service them in terms of the height of the oil rig, and then obviously to be able to reach the other side of the oil rig, which your normal mobile cranes don't have that capacity. We mobilize the crane with an operator and 2 assistants to assist the operator, and then there's a separately trained rigging crew who come with the crane to help assist set it up and then to break it down when we're finished. And we can custom build the crane according to the client's need and requirement. And then from an operational perspective, on the day on the site, you are still able to maneuver the crane in such a way you can have different angles and different heights you can work on all at the same time. So this can certainly speed up a project depending on obviously the needs and the requirements of the project. Every project, every task we do, management is always hands-on on-site to make sure and ensure the smooth running of any project that we do, no matter how big or small. He has one contact person who's ever going to manage the project on that day for them, and that's the person he talks to. And that's the person who's then responsible to make sure that everything goes according to plan. And we like to be involved with our customer at the beginning of the negotiation for any project. We then do the site inspection with them, talk it through with them on what cranes we believe they should utilize on their project, and thus enhancing their efficiency on their project to meet their deadlines and budgets.